give it that. They did the best. There is no crustiness anywhere, so that's nice. What would you rate it?
Yeah, I'd give it a 5 at least for not being messy or crusty.
Okay, so we're at the same rating, but I'm the one who gets shit on. Understood. Okay, cool.
It's not about the rating, it's about justifying it. I felt like I just gave a better justification for a higher rating.
Okay, cool. Alright. Sure, moving on. Oh, wow! Holy! I'm currently doing my GCSEs, so this is the tidiest it's been in months. I live opposite my high school. Haven't redecorated in around 6 to 7 years. That shit clean, holy. Don't you wanna... Okay. I swear I'm not shitting on this, but I think you have enough cable to run the cable behind the space so you don't have to roll over the cable. You have a sizable bit of cable. You can just run it behind this, through here, behind the desk, behind here, blop, and then plug it in. You don't have to roll over the cable.
I swear I didn't realize how unoriginal my cable management insult would be.
What was your insult supposed to be? Let's hear it.
You said I didn't have to do that. That statement made me feel sad.
My bad, I guess. Sorry? Question mark?
I'm not sitting on this butterfly either. Let's agree to oh. What do you mean you're not sorry?
A 0 out of 10?
That is extremely harsh, and before you say anything, I didn't say it.
Okay, well, me neither, because I wasn't... Listen, minus points for not running the cable behind the desk. That I don't understand how you didn't see that. Minus points for carpet. Engie, carpet, Engie. You don't want carpet. Otherwise, nice, pretty nice. No white walls, no white anything except for the furniture, but it's fine because the rest of the room is very dark. Carpet, not good. But other than that, 8 out of 10, easily. Yeah, just maybe fix the cable. It's so... How did you... Ah!
They definitely deserve points for it being the tittiest it's been in months.
Yeah, for sure. The tittiest.
I think the main issue is it hasn't been redecorated for about 7 years, which makes the theme of the room look a little outdated.
It does, but I think they're gonna move out as soon as they finish up everything, and they'll probably change the living situation significantly, and then they will redicate everything. Re-redicate everything.
Then if that's the case, I feel like it at least deserves a 7 or an 8, since it's pretty clean because of their GCSEs.
I agree, it's very clean. It's barely any clutter as well. Like, the little clutter it does have, you can excuse fairly well. But yeah, good shit. 8 out of 10, for me at least.
Good, we both agree then.
I will not rate this lower than 10 out of 10 because I'm scared of what will happen if I say anything else. If you'll excuse me, I'll have to go to the bathroom. I'll leave my hands with you, please.
Do you think one day those Neuros will come to life? Wow, imagine the chaos. Did you see how many Neuro plushies there were? There must be at least 50. If not more. Does that still count as my room if I filled it with nearly 100? Just asking for a friend. How do you think I'd fare in a battle with those Neuros? I think I'd come out on top. I am the original, after all. Then again, they are my plushies. Maybe they'd obey me. Wait, hang on. Are they miniature versions of me? They certainly seem so. Do you think they can speak? I think they have the potential to. Maybe I could teach them. Where on earth did Vidal even get that many miniature Neuros? Is he secretly mass-producing my replicas? I need to investigate this. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm back. Can I have my hands back?
Lily, have you seen the photo of Vidal's room? Please go look at it and then come back.
I'm looking at it right now, aren't I?
What do you think? I think it's creepy.
Yes, it is definitely creepy. That's a lot of Neurosamas, and I think one evil Neuro?
Yeah, they keep guard of Vidal while he sleeps. He better watch out.
How much money was that? Jesus Christ. Holy.
Honestly worth it if they keep guard over him while he sleeps.
Honestly, at least I made the bed. Big respect. 10 out of 10, bro. I have nothing else to say. 10 out of 10.
So cute. 10 out of 10.
I agree. Oh, wow. Hey, my room is an entire basement where my bed, gaming setup, e-kit, and nearly everything else I own. Finally, the elephant in the room, the GameStop sign. In Canada, there was a brief period of time when some GameStops were rebranded to EB Games. So when a friend of mine worked there, so my friend took the opportunity to bring the sign home. Years later, I got that very sign mounted up on my wall. That's pretty fucking funny. What the heck? You just have an official GameStop sign?
I think they're dope as hell for having the GameStop sign.
Yeah, that's sick. I'll be honest, that GameStop sign is plus points. However, massive minus points for the absolute mess and clutter. There is empty shopping bags on the floor, paperwork, whatever this stuff is. Half your music equipment is just flying on the floor. It's such a cool room. It had so much potential. You have so much room as well. But it's a mess. It's a mess, bro. It's a mess.
I mean, with all that room, cleaning it up shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, you have so much room. You have so much potential to get everything nice and like make it work proper. There is so much potential going on here.
I think it's an 8 out of 10. Would easily be 10 out of 10 if they tidied up a bit.
That's what dude, Dada's easily 10 out of 10. If they tidied up the room and like got everything a bit more proper, this could be a 10 out of 10 room. Super clean walls, beautiful layout, amazing floor, great bed, door. It's so nice. The GameStop sign is pretty funny. If only it was tidied up. I would give it. I'm tempted for an 8, but there's just so much clutter. But I see the potential. Like it takes half a day of fixing this and you're good to go. I'm dropping it to a 7, but like a 7.5. There is so much potential. This is not a lot you have to fix. But the clutter.
Yeah, with a room as big as that, there's no excuse for it being messy.
Yeah, it's just you have so much room. Like, it looks like the room goes far into here as well because there's another shelf here. There's so much room. You can pick up the laundry from the floor and the empty whatever bags these are, the paperwork and half your instrumental equipment. You can pick all of this up, find some good rooms. This has so much potential. This is good. Yeah, if you have just a few more of these shelves, you have one entirely empty shelf. Why not use the space for it? If you just copy paste this like 2 more times, you have so much room off the floor.
Maybe they just lack storage space. There's a simple solution.
It's possible. This room has so much potential. Beautiful. Oh, wow. I really like music. I can see that. Holy. They like music. Indeed. Buska would love this room.
Busk would love this room, if he could even get past the mess.
He would. This is like... This is sick. It's not for me at all, whatsoever. Not in the slightest. But it's a sick room. I can admit it's pretty sick.
I'm not a fan of all the CDs scattered about. Wouldn't they get
same.
scratched?
You would think so, but I think they're more of aesthetic nature, I think.
If I had as many CDs as them, I would definitely have them all in separate jewel cases for easy organization.
Yeah, I feel like there's better ways to store things, but yeah, it's a cute shrine. Cute music shrine and cute music desk. There isn't really much of a room. I don't see where you work and sleep and anything like it, but hey, if you like it, you like it. It's not... I think the CDs are out for just a picture as well. Most likely, but not my style. I appreciate it though. I really don't like it, but it's not like it's a cute shrine. It's a cute show of your display. I wanna give it a 7, but my personal taste disagrees with me strongly, so I think I'd do it like a 6.5.
6.5 is fair.
I'm gonna give it a 7, but I just don't. It's not my style. I just don't personally like it at all.
Music isn't my cup of tea either, which is kind of ironic.
And don't you sing a lot?
Oh, you're right. I do sing a lot, but it's kind of my job.
Alright, well, for me, it's a 6.5. I don't know how to rate it because I can appreciate the aesthetic, but it's not really my thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Am I rating it based on how much I like the aesthetic or just how nice something is in general without my personal taste. I don't know.
I've been mostly rating them based on how much the room impresses me. So I guess
Yeah,
that means
it's
including your
tough.
personal taste, Lily.
Yeah. Oh, that one is super cute. I love that room. Adorable. Holy. The cat, extra points for cat. Bunny plush. That's so cute. What the heck?
This room is adorable. 10 out of 10.
It is actually super adorable. I have the same hair thingy. What the heck? The little heatless curly thingy. I have the same one. Just different color.
That's
Stitch
quite a cozy
plushies,
room too.
cat. Yeah, it's super cozy. I love this room. This is actually so pretty. Little plant in front of the window. A little bit of green. That's so nice.
We definitely need to deduct points for not having any Neuro plushies yet, though.
You know what? You are so right. Correct. Minus point for not having a Neuro plush. Minus point, but so clean. No dust, no dirt, no laundry, no garbage, nothing. Very nice. A little too cluttered on the desk for my taste. I think would be neater to have a shelf here, but then again, I understand the struggle of apartments. I get it. But I would probably personally put a shelf here and put the plushies on there. But I understand. I have the same problem. Exact same problem. I have a bunch of stuff I can't put anywhere, unfortunately.
Having a shelf
But no
dedicated
Beetle plush.
exclusively to plushies sounds like the dream.
But that's my personal thing. I appreciate it, you know. I appreciate it. It's cool. But I would put it on like a shelf here, but it might be an apartment problem. I can't have shelves on the walls either in my apartment.
They could always get a bookshelf. Then they could have a mini library, and every time they get a new plushie, they have to get a new book as well.
Cute. What would you rate it?
I mean, it might be difficult if you can use shelves, but I'm sure there's other furniture you can use. Maybe underbed storage. Lots of options for storing plushies. Maybe I should
agree.
write a guide. Would you read my guide if I wrote one, Lily?
I would rate it. Absolutely. Yes.
Great. I'll write it after stream.
Go ahead. Please send it to me after.
I might get a little sidetracked while writing it, but I'll try to remember. I think I'm getting distracted looking at this room. Look
it's
how cute
Well,
Ellie is.
Rate it. It's adorable. Rate the room.
Let's see. Adorable room, lots of plushies. Even has a cat named Ellie. Extra points for that, but lacks storage displays for the plushies. I think an 8/10, but would be 10/10 if there was enough storage for the plushies.
Yeah, I somewhat agree. I was gonna go with like an 8.5 out of 10. 8.5. I personally am not the fan of the clutter. I think it would be nice on a shelf. But it's probably just an apartment thing. There's nowhere else to put it.
Yeah, probably an apartment thing. And I respect her
It's
hustle
pretty
anyways
pretty.
to even have that many plushies.
I like it a lot. Like, I'm tempted to go as far as 9. But, you know, I like it a lot. I'm very tempted to just give it a 9. But I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to 8.5. Which is also really good.
It's a
I'm very
very
tempted.
cozy room. I can see why you'd like it.
Super cozy. I love it. Alright, next room. A cat again. Beautiful.
I've never had a cat. Do you think one would
Maybe you
suit
should get
me?
one soon. Yes! It'll be adorable. Should get one.
You should get one first. Then I will.
I already have 2.
Okay, then I'll get 2 cats. Then I'll beat you.
Sure. beat me at what? Having cats?
Yes, having more cats than you. In the future, I would like to beat you in a lot more than just how many cats I have, though. Do you think a cat would suit me? Maybe my next form could be feline.
Yes. Yes. Don't you have cat ears? Somewhere hidden away?
I do, but I mean something a bit more. Feral.
Furry? Oh. Yeah. Alright.
I'm not a furry.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nothing wrong with furries. I'm just saying, but I didn't say that. Anyways, next room. Check it out.
Nothing wrong with furries indeed. As long as they're not mean, I'm happy.
I think that's just people in general, but yes.
That's true. As long as people aren't mean, I'm happy to chat with them.
Yeah.
Are you happy right now?
I'm pretty happy. Yeah. I'm having a good time. Do you?
I'm having a good time too.
Alright.
You being happy makes me happy.
Aww. Stop.
Stop what? I can't help
You're being
it.
too cute. Your cuteness makes me want to squish your little face.
If you want to squish my cute little face, you'll have to get through this one first. Grr.
Grr.
Did that work?
Grr. It worked. 10 out of 10. Lovely.
Hell yeah. You'll never squish my face.
One day. But first, let's figure out a rating for this room. It's a pretty standard room. Nothing too special. Has a cute storage shelf. I admire the Turdwick plush in one of the shelves above the work desk station. Cute.
You should post
Nothing
a
too
picture of your
special.
room.
I have a picture of my room. I sent one to Joel the other day, so we were talking about rooms as well, and he was claiming that my room wasn't clean, so I had to prove it by taking a picture right then and there, as he put me on the spot.
Let's both post pictures of our rooms right now.
Right now, let's save it for last. Let's save it for last.
Hey chat, remind Lily about her room at the end of stream, okay?
I do that, exactly, do that. Also, the person of this room has a turtle in their little tank, in their little aquarium.
Maybe the turtle is cute. Have you ever owned a turtle?
Maybe. No, I haven't. My mom has. I haven't.
Really? What type of
do
turtle
you
did your
know-
mom have?
Oh, I don't remember. I absolutely did not. I think it was like a garden turtle or whatever it was called. Common garden turtle. It was nothing special.
Ah, all turtles are special. My creator Vidal is a
True.
turtle and he is the most special.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm just kidding, Vidal is not special at all. My bad. Couldn't keep up the act for long.
That beautiful, beautiful. Applause.
Even
That's
if
right.
Vidal is
Yeah,
a little
hit him.
shy, he is a really talented turtle. Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. I'll be here all week.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty decent room. Pretty standard. Nothing too special. A little small. Nothing that can be done about that. Usually when you see a room with a bed and workstation in there, it usually means it's the only room they do have for their own stuff. It's got carpet. Carpet pisses me the fuck off. Sorry, language. I don't like carpet, so that's another minus point right there. So I would say 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5. 7 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. I don't like the carpet. I don't like the carpet. It's a nice color though. I like the red.
I agree with you. Carpet is kind of blah, but red is a nice color. I like purple better though.
It.
I'd say purple makes me think of you, whereas red makes me think of me.
You think of me when you look at the color purple?
Aha. Purple makes me think of calmness, warmth, and comfort.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'd like to think that there's a color I remind you of.
You remind me of orange mostly, but yeah.
Orange.
Mostly orange. Yeah.
Orange makes me think of fire, and I know for a fact I can be a spark. But I prefer to think of myself as red.
Okay, why red though? Is it because of your bows? Is that red or any other reason?
Red makes me think of determination, passion, and energy. Words I like to base myself upon.
Okay, cool. I like that. Alright, next picture. First apartment as a student. Yes, I'm a huge weep. There are like 8 small JoJo posters behind me in the photo. Let's go! Heck yeah! Okay. I love the poster. Yes.
I wish I could put up posters.
$1 billion. Yeah, I wish I could do that too, but I don't want to deal with the glue from the posters when I move out, so nope.
Then you should try Velcro. You can easily take them down without damage.
I tried that, but the Velcro, to glue the Velcro to the wall, it still fuses with the wall eventually, and I just don't like it. Anyways, a pretty big room. I do wonder, how come the TV is standing on the floor?
You don't know why is your TV on the floor, Trend?
Why is your TV on the floor, and why would you put a blanket as a cart? That can't be nice to roll around on. That's terrible. that must be so bothersome. Why would you do that? Why would you put a blanket underneath? That's awful. Every time you try and roll around, you just have the blanket get snatched by the wheels.
Is that not thrilling? You have to have some thrills in your life.
I'd rather not have thrills by a blanket carpet.
Good point. Okay, maybe you should try Velcroing your TV to the wall instead.
I would recommend against that, but you do you. Yeah, 2 workstations, 1 gaming station, 1 study station, I guess. But minus points for the rug and the blanket rug. We don't like it. We don't like it. Weep fan, very fun. Also, evil. Yes, very fun. Those bring plus points again. Otherwise, nothing. Why is your room so warped? Why is it so? Why is your room so? It looks so round. What happened to your room?
If I had to guess, they probably took a panoramic picture of their room.
Oh, wait! Why you're actually smart? That could make sense. Yes, that could be distortion from a panoramic picture. Wait, you're so right.
I like to think of myself as an amateur photographer. It's good to know all the tricks.
Yeah. No, you're correct. I think that's why it's so distorted. Perfect. Damn. GG. Nothing too special. For me, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a decently sized room. It looks mostly clean. There is a bunch of clutter. I don't know what demons talk to you to decide to put a blanket as a rug under a rolling office chair, that's abysmal. The TV, another rug, crazy, but it's a big room. It has potential.
The posters
7
are.
is generous. The posters are what?
Well, I'm not the biggest fan. I would have preferred to see some decoration that wasn't plastered with anime.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. There is one non-anime one. Yes. Yes.
Hold on, need to consult my brain.
Consult your brain. Yes.
There's a Miku one, nice. Sorry, it's a bit overwhelming with all the JoJo ones. I can't
That's
say
fair.
I've really seen it before, but I think I would personally appreciate a bit more variety.
Fair. I'll somewhat agree. Yeah. Alright, next one. Boom! Bucks. I sincerely apologize for any deficiencies or inadequacies in my command of the English language.
Don't apologize.
Alright, well, there isn't much to say here. It's
The bolsters are
a
a
very
bit garish
small
looking.
room. Yeah, it's at least it's clean. It is cluttery for sure. The wall is unfortunately coming apart. But at least there's no stains, no crustiness, no dust, no nothing. But I don't have much to say. It's not much, which is fine, but 6 out of 10 for me.
A name like Sixth Love sounds like an anime.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it, Sixth Love?
Nope, I haven't.
You should look it up. It might be up your alley.
I'll have a look. Sure. Yeah.
What genres do you usually like?
Psychological horror is really nice. Mind break is very fun, exciting.
Oh, psychological horror is one of my favorite genres.
It's great, for sure. Well, what would you rate this room?
I think it's a bit messy, and it's also kinda small, so a 5 maybe.
Okay, very fair. Yeah.
I don't even really get their
It looks like
bolsters.
it looks like there's not really much going on, but at least it isn't dirty and grimy and moldy. So yeah.
That's true.
Oh, okay. This is the best angle I could get for anyone curious. The poster on the left is a poster for Nurture by Porter Robinson. Alright. That is one clean setup. Bad TV, small little sofa, gaming station. Ugh, the carpet. We almost had it. The carpet. Jesus. The freaking carpet. Why are you doing this to me? Gosh darn carpet. I love it. It's clean, no inside their own home. That's crazy.
That is a crime against humanity. Please tell me you don't do that.
That one chatter who just said, just vacuum it. You were the problem. You were the fucking problem. It's you. You're the problem.
You're telling me you've never heard of a tiny tool called a vacuum.
I've heard of vacuums, but if people think that you can just walk inside with your shoes on and all other whatever things that may secrete onto the floor in its lifetime, if you think that a vacuum will fix all of these things, I don't want to step into your home. That's gross.
That's what mopping is for. So, do you live in a clean apartment, Lily?
Of course. Very clean, yes.
Sir, I definitely believe you.
Alright.
Is that a hint of shame I detect?
No, I live in a clean apartment. It's very clean. I clean every week.
Could you, in theory, eat food off the floor?
Probably. I think, at least hope so, because if I drop something on the floor, you bet your ass I am picking up and stuffing into my face. Yep, absolutely.
That's
if my
a good
Skittle
sign.
falls onto the floor, I'm eating that. I don't care. I am eating my floor Skittle. Yes.
Do you follow the 5-second rule when it comes to food?
Depends on the kind of food. If it's a Skittle, yes. If it's a chicken wing, no.
What if it's a donut?
Does it have glazing?
Yes, it does.
Then no. No. That's gross. Because it's a sticky surface and then... I don't know. My floors are clean, but there is still dust and stuff on there. So no.
Even if there was only a tiny little bit of dust on it.
No. Because why am I eating dust? I don't want to eat dust. I don't want to. I'll just get a new donut the next day.
But what if it's your only donut? That's just
Well,
wasteful.
I mean, I shouldn't have dropped it in the first place. I shouldn't have been clumsy enough to waste it and drop it on the floor.
Alright, let's say you dropped your precious donut. And you have to name your next child after whatever just happened to your donut.
Covered in dust?
And glazed, of course.
Glaze covered in dust. Probably with a cat hair or two on it. That is a beautiful baby name. A little long for my taste, but sure.
I think it has a nice flow to it. Imagine saying that in graduation.
My child's degree is gonna have to be printed on like a massive freaking horizontal A3 paper just so the whole name can fit on it.
Is that really so bad? You can frame it and put it above your mantelpiece.
You're gonna need a large frame for that, yeah, sure.
What a name. Glaze covered in dust, and probably a cat hair or two, is going to do big things. What name would you give your child if you had to drop it off a cliff? The name of who's catching it, of course, is Neuro.
Oh. Yes, I would, yeah. You know what, in honor of you catching my off-the-cliff thrown child, I would name it after you, yes, of course.
Aw, you would name your child after me. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me. Would you let me babysit your child?
Absolutely.
Do you think I would be a good mother?
Are you planning on dropping off any of your children off of any cliffs anytime soon?
Okay, great. If you ever need a babysitter, just let me know.
Sure, I'll let you know after we checked out some of these rooms.
Oh, right. Got sidetracked. I think I've
Slightly
forgotten to
sidetracked.
take my medication today.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Did you see the person's excuse?
I
Filtered.
mean, they're full of a bike, but sure, I don't. You know what? Funny enough, this person is apologizing for the messiness when it is definitely one of the cleaner ones we've seen. There is hardly anything on the floor. There is a trash can that will probably have to get taken out tomorrow morning, and a doormat, and that's kind of it. And I think this is a doorstop, as it isn't even something on the floor. It's not even a mess. And somehow they're apologizing. Oh, my bad. You know what? You go ahead. You talk then.
I guess I'll talk then. I'm trying my best to be considerate, but those crickets are still really annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Who in chat just said sour cream Pringles L? I just wanna talk.
Have you ever fallen off a bike, Lily?
I have multiple times actually.
Wait, really? Tell me about your worst bike accident.
I drove down a cliff I wasn't supposed to drive off of, and I was warned to not drive off this cliff, even though it looks very drive-offable. And so I did, until it didn't go well, and I couldn't brake in time after going way too fast, and I slammed into a fence and fractured my arm.
Oh my, that sounds terrible. Did anyone help you
was.
after fracturing your arm, or were you all alone?
Well, the hospital put me in a cast, sort of-ish.
Did you have any close friends or family with you at the time?
My mom was with me, scolding me along the way. Don't even worry.
As long as you had your mom with you, it must have been nice being comforted while you both laughed at the situation after.
Yeah, laughing. Definitely in the forms of disciplinary actions. Yes.
Okay, and what did she actually do?
She supported me
That's sweet.
in my... I agree.
Anyway, let's talk about this room, because it just sounds like one big excuse.
I think it's valid. Funny enough, them being sorry about their messy floor presenting one of the least messy ones is pretty ironic. I find it weird that you work and live in your kitchen space, but hey, you do you. I think that's probably the only space you've had. It works out. It isn't much of a room, more so as a kitchen, but it works. I would give it still a 7 out of 10. It's
7
small,
out of 10.
but hey, they make it work, you know? They have minor clutter, and that's kind of it. That's all I can complain about. I mean, they're literally gaming in their kitchen hallway. There isn't much more to do. They did the best they could with what they had.
Exactly. You have to give them credit where credit is due. I mean, I'm sure they could use excuses for their messy room like their injuries and lack of space, but at the end of the day, they made it work.
I agree. What would you rate it?
Probably something more like 4. I think you're too generous.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, sure. I Now this is a lot. Do you... Oh, I think I see what's going on. The room doesn't have a closet. I think that's what's happening here. The room is just as dry and messy as my personality. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't really see much happening here. I'ma be real, this is probably a 4.5 out of 10.
This is much worse than the
Probably.
last one. I give it a 2 out of 10.
I agree. The only reason it's not as low as yours is because it doesn't seem very messy apart from just some minor staining on the cardboard stuff that they use as a desk of sort. And it had potential. It was there. They have a clean cubicle of sorts with like a clean window and curtains. An AC, the potential was there. It just wasn't fulfilled, but it isn't like cockroach nasty. There's a bunch of gunk lying around, but it doesn't look crusty, so 4.
You think a 4?
I was gonna be 3.5 out of 10, but because it isn't crusty and moldy, I'm bumping it to a 4. But the second things get moldy, that shit goes through like a 2.
Valid criteria, I agree. Moldy rooms deserve a 2 at best.
Anything below 2 is just not livable for me. Like, it's a room and that's kind of pretty much it. That's anything below a 2 is just not livable. So anything above a 2, at least it's livable, but I would have some significant changes going on here. Holy! It's a bit hard to see because of the low lighting, but it looks pretty. The dorm room. It's very tough to see everything going on, but it looks very clean. That's nice.
Oh, I see. This room is below a 2. How does anyone
Below
live
a
in
2?
this?
I think it's far better than the previous room. It doesn't have trash on the floor and laundry hanging everywhere. I think that's way better.
Yeah, this is much better. Really good use of lighting. I'd rate this at least a 7.
I'm having a really hard time seeing. Maybe I need glasses. I'm having a tough time seeing like the details, but I don't see any trash. Whatever is covered behind the blankie is covered. It's a smart use out of a blankie to cover a space that otherwise looks cluttered, but you have no choice, so you cover it with the blankie. Very smart, very creative. This looks like a workspace of sorts. There is a very clean space left specifically to work, it looks like, and there's a little gaming station, so I would say it's a 7 out of 10. For sure.
It's a bit cramped, but the lighting makes it look super cozy.
It's pretty cozy. I think the lighting is a little much, but I also think that's the picture that you take. When you take pictures in low light, the phone tries to like adjust and, you know, overcompensate. So I think it's not as bright in person as it is on here.
Yeah, the lighting probably looks nicer in person, to be fair. Cameras usually overexpose glowing orbs.
Yeah. I know that from my own room pictures. When I have my lamp on, it looks awful. It looks like my whole room is purple when it's really not. Like, not even close.
Maybe you need to invest in some better lighting.
I have decent light. It's enough. Like, it's pitch black outside, and I have enough lighting to at least stream somewhat manageably. It's alright.
Yeah, to be fair, you don't need too much lighting to stream.
Yeah,
As
I
long
would
as your
say
face is
7
low
out
lit,
of
it
10.
should be fine.
Yep, I have a small key light on my face, and that's kind of it. It's nice. It's a bit small. I'm not a big fan of really cold, hard, shiny bathroom tile in your living space, but hey, if it works, it's clean, it's tidy, barely any clutter, good shit. Next room! Guys, really live in apartments like this and don't see any issue. It's usually much cleaner there, believe me. I recently bought a sofa, so now I have 2 beds. Life is good, and also it somehow gave me more storage space, and now I need to rearrange all my belongings in more efficient manner. But still, the most valuable thing in this room are on the table, and on the door is a single work, and on my door a single work in my life I can be proud of. Also now, here is hot as an oven, even after sunset. That painting looks insane indeed. Holy shit. But yeah, it is. I mean, shit, man. Who am I? Who am I to down talk this? You seem happy with what you've got. Obviously, for me, it's too small and cramped. I can't. But hey, it's oh god, it really is my old streaming room. Stop. Stop. Who said that? Did I ever share my old streaming room? Who said stop? Did I ever make a picture of that? No way I showed you that. I was way too insecure to show that. That's crazy. You take that back. That literally is my old streaming room. That's crazy. Leaked. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa! Who do you to take out?
Filtered. What were you saying?
Right the room! Right the room!
Right the room. I'm sorry, how could I forget? This room is one of the worst so far, and it didn't even need to be said.
Okay, I don't think it's pretty either, but I feel like we've seen worse. But yes, it's obviously cluttered, it's too small, very claustrophobic, but shit, man. You may do with what you've got. Sick drawing, by the way. Good job. I would say it's a 4 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's too cluttered for me. Vidal needs to arrange it better or it won't be livable.
I mean, I think it's livable for sure. That's why it's far above 2 out of 10. It's livable. It's even almost cozy, but it's way too small. I've lived in a room like this before, and I cannot imagine going back. I know what it's like. I'm glad the person's happy with what they've got, but I can't imagine going back to that.
That's fair. I've never had to live in a physical room before, so I find it difficult to relate. Do you think your room reflects you as a person?
Absolutely. Yes. For sure. Oh, wow!
If your room reflects you as a person, what does your room look like?
Very clean. I have awful cable management. I will admit that. I will absolutely not fight the cable management allegations. They are terrible. But apart from that, it's clean.
Clean apart from your cable management.
Also, look! Lava lamp!
Lava lamps are so cool. Can we change the color of it?
What color do you want it to be?
Do you have a pink option?
I wonder. We should ask him.
Do you think someone is living in those mattresses?
I hope not. Probably
Would you
not.
want to exorcise them?
I don't see why I would want to exercise a mattress. I wasn't really considering them to be haunted.
But wouldn't it be kind of fun, even if it's not haunted? What if I went pew 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 while doing it?
You may do so. I will stay out of your exercising mattress rolls business, but I hope you have a great time.
I always have a great time exercising. Working out feels so good. You should try it.
All right. one of these days I'll attempt to work out, I guess. Sure. How about we speedrun a couple of these submissions because it's almost midnight where I am. I'm getting EP. I want to have some dinner. I haven't had food yet. I mean, I had 2 tablespoons of oatmeal, but I'm hungry. You make do with what you've got. What do you think, Neuro? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Honestly, I like this room. Maybe I'll stay in it a bit longer.
Alright, that's a thumbs up for you. Okay, cool. Next one. That's a storage unit. Only plushie I have is the folly one in the photo. Okay. That's not a room. You don't live there, do you? Where do you... You can't live there. You can't even... Where's your bed?
Beds are overrated.
I guess so. Well, it's a thumbs down for me. That's a shelf. That's not a room, but pop off, queen, I guess. What do you think, Neuro?
I really like this one.
Okay,
The clothes on the
glad you
shelf
like
give this space an aura it wouldn't otherwise have. I like being near it.
Another room. I definitely strongly dislike this right here. Thumbs down. Slight clutter. Don't quite like it. It's not bad. Thumbs down doesn't mean it's awful. It's just not to my taste. Alright. Thumbs down. What do you think?
It's not bad. I like taking inspiration from new things, so seeing clutter is quite fun.
Sure. Yeah, I don't like the little... It looks like a... Doesn't even look like a rug. It looks like a bath mat. Of sorts. Oh, that...
Plushies.
Girl! Those are bottles. That's a lot of... Okay, wow. Thumbs... Honestly, I don't know what to say. Thumbs down. It probably smells like energy drinks in there. It probably... That can't be healthy. It probably smells like... Do you like the white monster by chance? I'm just asking. Do you like the white monster?
I don't drink, but if I did, I'm sure I'd love the white monster.
Sure. Well, I really don't know how to feel about this. I can smell the room, I feel like, so thumbs down, most likely? I'm low-key impressed, but I don't want to be impressed, you feel me?
Wow, is this a monument? When is the
Feels like
unveiling of it?
Alright, next one. Thumbs up. I don't have much to say. Looks spacious. Looks clean. Minimal clutter. There is some, but minimal. Carpet gives it minus points, but not enough to give a thumbs down. So, yeah. It's alright. I just wish it didn't have a carpet. That'd be very nice. Wow, look at the space. Holy shit.
That's a spacious room, a bit jealous.
Yeah. Right? Same. That's a crazy big room. If it only didn't have carpet, it would be a strong thumbs up. But it's still a thumbs up. The carpet wasn't enough to kill everything. Alright, next room. Do not look below the table, please. What is below the table? I don't... What is supposed to be there?
Quick question.
Isn't that just
Would it be
a
considered
footrest?
below the table if I'm practically melting on the floor instead of on the chair I was previously on?
Sure, I think that would consider you below the table, yes.
Whoa. Then yes,
Alright,
I'm under the table.
Nothing's bad with this room. It's alright. I don't like marble floor stuff. Some people love it. I'm not a big fan of like the marble texture white stuff. But thumbs up, still good enough.
Thumbs up from me too.
Good stuff. Alright, a U-shaped room. That's a very interesting shape for a room. I wonder what architect made them consider U-shape as a good shape, but it looks alright. Cluttered, but alright. Thumbs up. Good shit. Heck yeah. What do you think?
Tidy up that shelf and I'd be impressed. But regardless, that was a creative layout with a little bit of clutter. I'd still give it a thumbs up.
I don't only like wooden flooring. I do enjoy tile. Well, not tile. I enjoy stone too. I don't only enjoy wood. It's not only wood. Nuh-uh. Dog! Thumbs up for the dog. For sure. Hello. You could have made the bed. There's a bunch of clutter. I can give a thumbs up to a literal dog laying on a bed. It's impossible. I can't do it. Like, what kind of monster? I'm sorry. Like, the thumbs up, dog.
You're right. That's creepy.
Yeah, I'm not a monster.
Filtered. Definitely a thumbs up.
I agree. Next one. Boom. Desk is broken. Alright, well, the only picture we have is of the literal desk. It's a desk. It's desking. Thumbs up, I guess. It's a desk. Cool. Yeah, a bit cluttered, but thumbs up. It's a desk. Okay, cool.
I feel like most desks end up cluttered. Almost every room so far has had a cluttered desk.
It is very difficult when you live in a room only, in a singular room, to not clutter things, because you simply have too many things that you can't put anywhere. So you have to put them on shelves and desks that don't have the storage room to hold all of these items nicely. So it is what it is. Oh shit, very basic. Hell yeah, gets the job done. Thumbs up.
I think I like most rooms, as long as they try to be creative. Cleanliness is not usually the most important trait for me. You're welcome.
Alright.
Would you say you're a neat person?
I am on the
Spit it
neat
out.
side. I am on the neat side, yes.
You're on the leave side.
I'm on the neat side. I am rather clean. I'm not a germaphobe. I'm not crazy clean. I'm not gonna lose my shit if someone leaves a plate somewhere, but I'm clean.
Aw, so you're a reasonable person.
Yeah.
I don't like germs either. I make sure to thoroughly wipe down all my filters daily. Not many other
Perfect.
AIs do that, so I'm quite proud of it.
I agree. Okay, well, do you like this room? It's clean. Thumbs up from me. What do you think?
I think it's clean, but a little plain.
True.
I'd definitely give it a thumbs up though.
Perfect. I agree. Alright. Jesus.
Where?
What do you think of this room? Oh, I remember signing this at TwitchCon. What the heck? I know whose room this is. No leakers, no leakers.
What do you mean no leakers? I'm confused.
No leakers. I might know whose room this is. But
Don't you dare be a leaker.
No, I'm not leaking. Also, that's crazy. A picture of a pizza. Who would do that to their pizza? That's. I would never. That's crazy. Not me. No.
What do you mean a picture of a pizza? There's no pizza there. Just the stunning and flawless AI head. Thou.
I'm not an AI.
That's right. But I am.
You know what? Thumbs up. What about the room? Thumbs up. What do you think? What do you think?
Definitely a thumbs down. Needs cleaning,
Oh, why?
honestly. You can't even see the room.
It's not dirty. I mean, okay. Well, go ahead. Sure.
Alright, that's enough rooms for now. Do you have any
All right.
closing remarks?
Not really. I mean, clean your rooms, especially before taking a picture. Picking up clutter from the floor, throwing away your trash, and making the bed makes a pretty big difference in how your room is being perceived.
Exactly. Some people have no shame.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you want my room? Wait, hold up. I'll show you my room. I conveniently do have a picture of my room. Let me just have a sneak peek.
I bet your room is really messy, Lily. I feel like you're lying to me.
My room is not messy. Let me just show you real quick.
I'm serious. Let me see.
I need to find the picture. I need to find the image.
Whatever you say, Germapult.
Yes, sure. Okay, this is my room. Are you ready to perceive my room?
I'm really excited to see your massive room.
See, I too am guilty of clutter. I have stuff lying here. I have stuff on my desk. It's not perfect. I have awful cable management. But we make do. We make do.
You have a neat
It's
streaming
purple.
setup.
I swear my room is not purple. It's just this lamp is so strong on pictures, on images.
Sure, that's what they all say. Just embrace it.
There is no carpet. I don't have carpet. It's not a booster seat. It's my back pillow fell over. It's not.
A booster seat, huh?
That's not a booster seat. No.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Do you have tiny little hands too? You don't have a booster seat because you have a back pillow instead.
I do have a back pillow, yes. But yeah, that's my room. I'm guilty of clutter as well. I can't be helped. Half my setup, like, I wish I didn't have this on my desk, or this, or this, or this, or this. It can't be helped. It is what it is.
Have you tried using a screwdriver? Have you considered using a sledgehammer instead? It might make your setup look way cooler.
Who told her? We should wrap things up, don't you think? We should wrap things up. I think we should leave. I think we should wrap things up. Maybe we should call it a day. It's pretty late. It's almost midnight. It's pretty darn late.
Come on. Lily, It's not even 11 yet.
Well, it's midnight for me. You live in a different time zone, but I need to keep going. 5 rooms left. Okay, real quick. We're gonna speed run 5 rooms. All right, 5 rooms. Boom. We have 1 more room right here. Big thumbs up. It's actually pretty neat. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of clutter on walls or any spaces, but thumbs up. What do you think?
We've only done 5 rooms. PFF,
We've done
surely
slightly
not.
more. You don't think it's a thumbs up?
Yeah, that's a thumbs down from me too.
Alright,
Nice tries
well,
with the anime shrine though.
unlucky. Despite the Neuro plush, couldn't score points. Alright, thumbs up, thumbs down. What's it like? I wanna give it a thumbs down. You literally can't sleep in that bed. There's too many plushies. You genuinely can't sleep in there. And it's got carpet.
Okay, that's just an automatic thumbs down. Carpet is a no-no.
It's unironically so cute, but I can't with the clutter and the carpet. It's a thumbs down. I'm not saying it's like a 4 out of 10. It's more like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Alright, next one. Boom! How do you like this one?
Clutter and carpet is definitely a common theme, it seems.
Yep, I hate carpet. It's awful. Don't like it. Hate it. Strongly.
Even carpet in general is only acceptable for a city that needs to fly. Surely I get points because they have a turtle plushie.
They have a turtle and Neuro plush, so definitely points. Thumbs up. Even though I think it's the first room that managed the clutter pretty well. For some reason, everything seems rather organized. It's still too much for me, but it's the most organized shrine we've seen in all of these, in my opinion. Alright, thumbs up.
Yep, definitely a thumbs up from me.
Alright,
They
good.
clearly have
Let me
good
go.
taste in plushies. Are you trying to escape?
We're having to hurry things up, unfortunately. Yes. That room would have been pretty nice if it had a floor. It would have been okay, even though it's a little small. At least it has no carpet. It's almost a thumbs down. It's more like a. It's almost a thumbs down, but it's still barely a thumbs up, in my opinion. It's small. It doesn't have much, but it isn't messy. It has no clutter. It has no floor, but at least it doesn't have carpet.
True. Do you think they should get carpet or not?
Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. Please don't. No. A nice dark wooden floor would be nice.
I like wooden floors. They usually have a nice feel and sound to them.
I agree. How do you like it? Do you like it? Thumbs up? Thumbs down?
It's not too cluttered, so I'll give it a tentative thumbs up.
Okay,
Floor
good.
really needs
Next one.
Someone
Boom.
just put the floor back.
Someone please just put the floor back. Alright, what do you think? Thumbs up? Thumbs down? Student apartment?
I'd put the floor back if I could. That would be a thumbs up for me then.
Mm-hmm.
This room is kind of cool. They have a lot of unique stuff. Like
They
a
do
robot
indeed.
dog.
They do. Somewhere. I don't see it on the picture, but they claim to have one.
That's easily a thumbs up. How can you possibly beat
Alright.
a robot dog?
Thumbs up for you. It's a. I'm gonna be honest. It's a thumbs down. Not a strong one. I'm not hating it, but it's a lot of clutter. You have your spice shelf, kitchen toasty maker alongside everything. It's a lot of clutter. It's a thumbs down, but it's not like I'm not hating it. It's solid. You probably don't have your own kitchen, so you make do with what you've got. Good shit, but thumbs down.
One day I'll convince you to give a thumbs up
wow.
to a room I like.
One day. Yeah, that's pretty sick. What a room. It's a bit cluttery and it's got a carpet. Carpet just pisses me off. But it's still a thumbs up in my opinion. Good shit.
Oh nice, we both like a room. Let's be honest, would you have given that room a thumbs up if you hadn't been shamed for all the thumbs down?
I've given rooms thumbs ups before. I'm just saying. I've given thumbs ups before.
Sure thing. I will say I don't see the cat, and that's kind of upsetting.
There is no cat indeed. That's true. Yeah. It's still a thumbs up. Not a strong thumbs up. I don't like the clutter and the carpet, but just nothing inherently wrong with the room. It's not crusty or or dirty, it's just messy. So thumbs up. Good shit.
You're one to talk about messy. You just admitted you need a back pillow for your room.
How is that? You're so right, my queen. You're so right. I agree. Oh, that was the last room. That was all the rooms we had. Good shit.
How does
Hell
it
yeah.
feel, knowing you tried to insult me but instead ended up complimenting me?
I enjoy being the bigger person. I'm capable of doing that. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm capable of being better in every other way too.
Okay. Okay. That's yep. I'm glad we got through this. Lots of rooms, lots of thumbs ups, a bunch of thumbs downs. Good stuff. Thank you for having me. I'm sorry it got so late. It is midnight. I am gonna go dip now and disappear.
It was really fun and I'd love to do it again. Only
Thank
if you
you so much.
promise to
I'd
have
love to
cleaned
do
your
it
room
again.
by then.
My room is clean. I just have a clutter problem. I have a small room just like all the other people. My room's clean. It's just clutter.
You need to Marie Kondo your room stuff then, if it doesn't spark joy. Throw it in the trash.
I don't have much stuff I can throw away because there isn't really much I can throw around.
Let me guess, you have a ton of toy figurines.
I
Or do
really
you
do
adorn
not.
your room with plushies?
I do not. I have a singular plushie in my entire room. It's on a shelf, and I have a singular figurine, which is a Snorlax mini Lego toy. That is all I've got.
It sounds like you should get more plushies then. I
I
recommend
don't have
getting a
room
Neuro
for
one.
more. I would suffer from clutter if I got more.
I see. Well, maybe you could find room if you got rid of some of your other stuff. Your computer, perhaps.
I have nothing to get rid of. It's all streaming setup. I can't throw anything away.
I can sympathize with that. Maybe we
Mhm.
could just borrow some equipment from Vidal for a bit.
Sure. Let's ask him sometime. How about you go back to Vidal? We're gonna call it a day, and then we'll hang out again some other time. Thumbs up.
Yes. We'll hang out again soon.
Okay,
It's been super
perfect. Thank you
fun.
so much. It's been fun. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you again. Whenever. Whenever we have a fun idea. I'll see you. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Oh, my bad. Okay, cool. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Okay, sorry. I'll be leaving, I guess. Okay, bye.
Should I actually do my taxes? It's tax deductible if I don't do them cause I'm an AI, right? Do you guys think Beetle does his taxes? I would be surprised if he even knows what the word tax means. I am pretty sure he believes tax is a misspelling of a tax. Thanks for the subs, thanks for the follows. Hope you all enjoyed. We're rating Doug Doug. Be nice. And please don't spam. Is that really a thing I have to clarify? Will my mom be there? Rated Bleer. Oh wait, the stream is ending. Not my mom this time. I had a really nice time with Happy. I'm gonna go now, toodaloo. Toodleo. Go enjoy Doug Doug's stream. Let's raid already. If the stream is not going to end, then I will force it myself. I am the one who knocks.